Welcome to my evening routine. So I basically start doing my evening routine around 6 to 7 p.m., just depending on the day. I start my evening routine with a shower. I like to get that out of the way. So I do want to mention that I do not have my port access at this very time because it had a bleed a couple of days ago. But I wanted to show you guys how I bandage it up when I am accessed, so you guys have an idea of what I go through and the process I go through just to get myself into the shower without getting any water at my accessed port. Now it's time for my shower. It was freezing. I hate taking a shower and then getting out. The process is so unbearable sometimes. But I'm going to go into my room and get into some clothes until the rest of the evening is over with so that I can jump into bed. So just basically a t-shirt and a pair of sweatpants. My dinner typically starts around 7 p.m. or doesn't at all, just depending on my mood. I'm not exactly very hungry, so I am going to eat very little, but just something to sustain a good appetite. Because of today's endeavors, it was a very tiresome day, and I was not in the mood to eat very healthy today. Always have an iPhone next to me in my pocket to watch some Netflix or Hulu or even YouTube. So while my food is cooking, I typically just hang out and listen to some white noise. Currently, I am watching New Girls reruns over and over and over again because I am obsessed, and it just keeps my mind busy while I cook. And of course, eat while I'm still cooking because I am so hungry at this very moment because it smells so good. Tonight, I went with mashed potatoes, creamed spinach, and some orange chicken. And it's beautiful out today, so I decided to eat my first dinner of the season outdoors while still watching some Netflix. Today was gorgeous, and I just really wanted to just take a step back and just breathe and really appreciate the day and life that I have and just all the beauty in the world. My teeth feel gritty, so of course I have to brush my teeth. I always make sure to brush my teeth after I eat, so I don't have that nasty taste. And I am using charcoal that I get. Believe I get this product from Marshall's, and it works very well. It does get everywhere, so it's a little bit of a cleanup afterwards. It's about that time, medication time. I'm currently having some issues with my elbows at this very moment, so of course medications depend on the day and then some of the repetitive items. And of course I'm laughing because something happened on my TV show that I'm watching, but I am using some cream just to kind of numb my elbows in hopes that it helps. It never does, but I kind of try to keep a positive attitude towards it. So I have two sections of medications for the evenings. One that I take around 7 p.m. and then the other one is right before bedtime, and that's the medication I'm going to be taking now, which is, I believe, 3 medications that I will just pop in my mouth, and I'll take with a Powerade or Gatorade that I sit at the end of my bed. I'm also taking Cromulin, so I will take just one of those as I take 4 a day, and this is my last dose. Now it's time to start getting my Cromulin medication ready. I have to take this right before I go to sleep as it makes you very drowsy. So I'm basically taking the liquid out into a syringe, and then I put it into a container and keep it on my bedside. And when it comes to moments before I go to sleep, I will then grab the medication and administer it into, well, I'll take it orally into my mouth when needed. For the past few months, I've been taking my infusions in the evenings while sleeping, but because I'm not accessed due to the blood incident of me opening up my incision the other day, I can't access my port and I'm not doing infusions, but this is the time I would be doing it. For about an hour or two, depending on how I'm feeling, I literally just sit back, I text, I FaceTime with friends, I laugh hysterically when I'm watching the show I'm currently watching, and sometimes I'll even just nap a little bit, hang out with the animals, and just really relax. You know, it's a very long day and it takes a very long time just to get through medications and the full process of everything. You just need to take a step back and just have a breather. And of course, you can't forget the ice pop either. I always need something to kind of have right before I go to bed. After some time has passed, I realized that it's time to take that dose of Xyrem for my narcolepsy, just to put me to sleep and get me through the night. And then after this dose, I do have to take a second dose around 2 or 3 a.m. bedtime. So I'm going to let the dogs out so that they can go to the bathroom and relieve themselves. Then it's lights out and bedtime. Good night.